Welcome back to Design Bundle's YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal, and today I have a really fun project for you guys. If you guys are last minute trying to find a teacher's gift, or you're wanting to DIY a teacher's gift on a budget this year, even if you're not on a budget, this is an amazing project, and it's less than $5. You can snag it right from the Dollar Tree. Now, you don't have to grab it from the Dollar Tree. You could go to your local Walmart, Target, you name it, or even Amazon. I'll link some things to Amazon just in case you guys need to purchase anything online. For today's supplies, we have these pot holders right here. So whenever you purchase these, what you're looking for is the pot holders that have this little pocket right here. So this is going to allow these little mixes just to go right inside. Now, normally there's these colors as well as a red. These came from the Dollar Tree, so they're only $1 once again, or maybe even $1.25 in some areas, because I do believe the Dollar Tree went up to $1.25. So just keep that in mind. But there's actually a red. I really would have loved to use the red because it would have been absolutely perfect for a teacher because of an apple and stuff like that. But I still have the red in this packaging, so it's going to be okay. Maybe even some of these colors like the blue may go with your school theme, so that would be great as well. And then you're going to need these little mixes. Now, these are from the Dollar Tree, and mine only had these two different ones here. They actually had some muffin mixes as well that you could do, but we just snagged the brownies and the chocolate chip cookies. But if you wanted to, you could grab whatever you would like. The little bags like this are perfect, and you can also, once again, grab these at your local grocery store, but at the Dollar Tree, these are going to be $1.25. For the last item, you're simply just going to need a spoon. So these wooden spoons came from the Dollar Tree. Even Walmart, for example, carries these, and I think they're 98 cents at Walmart. So that's something to keep in mind, because you could do the ones without the slats, or you can even do a plastic one. You could do a whisk if you wanted to. Possibilities are endless. But what I want you to keep in mind is if you want to keep this under $5, you can get these supplies. Like I said, these are just $3. If it's $1.25 in your area, it's $3.75 plus tax. And then you want to include your vinyl, but this should cost you $5 or less. So the next thing that you guys are going to need is your die cutting machine. Today I'm using my Cricut Maker 3, and then I'm using some white Caesar HTV. So that's all we're pretty much going to need. And then if you have your bigger heat press or even your Cricut Easy Press, today I'm using the Cricut Easy Press 3 9x9. All right, so let's go ahead and head on over to designbundles.net so I can show you the bundle that we are using today. So we are using this bundle right here. It comes with so many cute designs. It comes with 13 to be exact, and you can see a few of those just like so. Absolutely adorable. These are not just for something like this. You could put these on a tea towel if you wanted to, a t-shirt, coffee mug. The list is endless. So the really cool thing is it comes with 13 designs, like I said, and if you guys are watching this before the dollar deal, so right now, July year 2022, you guys are going to be able to snag this for $1. So make sure you guys tune in this Wednesday for our dollar deal. If you guys are not a Plus member, you guys have 1 hour to snag it for $1. And if you guys are a Plus member, you guys actually have 24 hours. So this will be included in our dollar event. But once again, if you guys are watching this later on after the dollar event, even if it's 2 years from now, you can still purchase this bundle. It is linked down below. All right, so now that we are over here in Cricut Design Space, I've already brought in this one here. This one says, because teachers can't live on apples alone. I thought it was so hilarious. It is super, super cute, and I think it's just perfect. So we're going to be using this one right here, and as you can see, it comes in a few different layers. So if I wanted to come in here, for example, click on the apple here, actually I need to make sure I ungroup everything first. Then I could go ahead, click on the apple, and I could change it to red if I wanted to, and I could change all of these pieces to be individual colors. So that's really awesome. But for me, I'm going to be cutting all of this out in white. So all I simply have to do is go to select all, which is already grouped if you first have it. And then I'm just going to, you can either hit weld. If nothing is trying to weld funny, you can just stick with the weld. It's going to make one file, or you can just make sure it's all attached. So the very next thing is we want to measure our mitt to figure out how big that we can cut this. So to do so, we are going to take our handy dandy ruler here. I like to use the sewing rulers, as you guys may know. I'll have one linked down below for y'all. But all you're simply going to do is we want to measure this area right here. So I'm going to go ahead and take that tape measure and go here. I could do about 5 1/4 by around 5 1/2 wide. So I'm going to go ahead and try the height first. So I'm going to go ahead and come back over here. In the height, we're going to go ahead and type in 5.25, 5.25, enter, and that's going to give me 4 inches wide. So that's perfect, because if we go back down here, we can see that we actually have almost 6 inches. We have around 5.75 to deal with. So it's going to be perfect. So now we're ready to make it. We're going to click make it, and then we're going to choose on the mat, unless obviously you're using a smart material, and we're going to hit continue. All right, so moving right along, we're gonna go and load our material on the mat. All right, so we're simply just gonna go ahead and take some white HTV, and I'm just gonna run it across, just like that. And as you can see, I've got some overhang, but it is completely fine. And then we're just gonna go ahead and load it. All right, so now that we have our HTV loaded on our mat, let's go ahead and come back over here to Cricut Design Space. We're gonna go ahead and hit mirror. So make sure you turn on that mirror whenever you're working with heat transfer vinyl. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and hit continue here. We're gonna go ahead and load the Maker 3. As you can see, it was searching there. And then we're gonna choose Everyday Iron-On. Now I'm using Caesar Easy Weed, so Everyday Iron-On is gonna work just the same. All right, so now we are ready to load. So we're getting a flashing signal here. So I'm gonna go underneath my white feet just like so. We're gonna load it, and then once we get that flash, we're gonna go ahead and hit go. All right, so now that we're done, we're gonna go ahead and hit that unload button, and then we're simply just gonna go ahead and peel it off of the mat. All right, so now we're just gonna go ahead and cut this down. You could definitely use your paper trimmer for this. And then we're just gonna go ahead and quickly weed it out. All right, so now we are ready to press, right? So we are going to take our oven mitt, and then let's go ahead and remove. If you've got anything that's gonna be in the way, go ahead and remove that. All right, so we're gonna get those out of the way because we don't want those to melt or get in the way of our press, right? So we're gonna go ahead, and I'm actually going to use a piece of parchment paper. We're gonna get this down on our Cricut pad just like so. And then we are gonna go ahead and line this up. Now before we do, let's go ahead and remove any sort of moisture. So to do so, I'm gonna go ahead and protect it. So I got parchment. Because of the type of material that this is, I kind of wanna be a little bit careful. It almost feels like, you know, more of like a polyester or a nylon. I know it can withhold the tag, if you will, says that it can actually withstand like 350 degrees or something like that. But to be safe, to protect our iron mostly, I'm gonna go ahead and protect it with that parchment. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get this guy lined up here. So we wanna go ahead and let it completely cool back down. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and pinch it just like so we can figure out that center mark. And then we're gonna go ahead and get this lined up just like so. And I really do like this black. It's kind of like a chalkboard effect, so I do like it as well. So I would say go for the black, honestly. I really, really like it. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and cover this with that parchment, and I'm just pressing. So if you notice, I'm not covering the entire thing. I'm covering the bottom half where the design is because I wanna avoid those seams. So we have the seams from where the pocket is. So I'm just gonna come down to where that design is, and I'm just giving nice, even pressure. All right, so we've got 12 seconds. By the way, I'm pressing this 315 for 30 seconds. You could go through your heat guide settings, and it's gonna tell you if you choose Everyday Iron-On, it's gonna give you that 315 for 30 seconds. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and lift that up out of the way. Remove that parchment. And then now, this is a warm or hot pill. We can go ahead and very carefully peel from one side to the next. So I'm gonna be very careful. I'm gonna leave that back down for a second. Now I have granite countertops, so to cool this down even faster, I'm just gonna go ahead and place this down on my granite like so. and I'm just gonna go ahead and move it around. This is gonna help cool it down a little bit more. So if you ever feel that or notice that your HTV is peeling up with you, it's not necessarily that you need to add more heat to it. It's as simple as you need to let it cool down just a little bit more. So this was quite hot. I could feel it. I think it kind of holds, this little guy right here is holding a lot of heat in. So definitely let it cool back down a little bit, and then you can come back in and peel. So I'm gonna be real careful. And we're gonna peel. And I can see that I need to go back one more time, so I'm just gonna go in the opposite direction so I don't pull anything. We'll get this out of our way here. Once again, I'm gonna cover it one more time with that parchment. And I'm just gonna make sure I'm getting right up there at the top. I'm gonna hit go, and I'm gonna give it another 15 seconds. So you wanna make sure that when somebody, whether it's the teacher or if you're selling these, that somebody can throw it in the wash and it's gonna withstand. So I'm just pressing it for another 15 seconds. All right, looks good. We can pop this out of our way, and as you guys can see, it's absolutely perfect. Like I said, I'm really loving the black. And I think it's cool because back to school, a lot of us, like my immediately thought was to get the red one because of an apple, a teacher, but the black is perfect. And there was more black than any of the colors. The black is perfect because it looks like a chalkboard. So I'm pretty stoked about it. So you guys go out and snag them fast before somebody catches onto this. But I really love how that came out. So how cute is this? So the black and white combo, so stinking good for this 2022 year. So you guys make sure you guys definitely check these out. Not only are these perfect for the beginning of the school year, these are perfect for teacher appreciation, Christmas, end of the year, all year long. This would also make a great teacher gift for Valentine's Day and things like that. So next step is adding all of the things. Now, before you add the things, make sure that this thing is completely cooled down. For example, we are working with some chocolate chips here, and those are gonna melt. So once you are completely cooled back down, you are ready to put these guys together. Here's our 3 pieces. We have our oven mitt, we have our mix, whether you're doing chocolate chips or whatever it may be, and then your spoon. I really love these wooden spoons. They are so stinking cute. Love, love, love. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is insert our chocolate chips here, and then we're just going to place that spoon in the back there. How perfect is this? And it is less than $5, and everything came from the Dollar Tree. Once again, you can include, because we're still under $5, you can include a whisk in here as well, or you could just do the whisk. All sorts of different things that you guys could do. If you did these solid spoons, you guys could go in with some burn paste and maybe take some adhesive vinyl, if you will, and burn in their initial. That would be really cute as well. But I really love the way that this came out. So make sure you guys run over, if you guys still have time, for the dollar deal and snag this bundle. It includes 13 different designs, as you guys see. Now, once again, if you guys are watching this after the dollar deal, you can still purchase it. It is linked down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.